Hi there, welcome to my video about the Linux Fedora 23 router videos. In this mini-series I will explain how to install, configure and explain the configuration of a Linux-based, in this case Fedora 23 distribution router firewall. What is the objective of this video series? We want to end up with a functional router that filters network traffic between two virtual networks using the new technologies of Fedora 23, being the NetworkManager and firewalld. We won't be using the old way of configuring the filter table and iptables, which is the etc sysconfig iptables configuration file. Instead, we will be using the firewall command direct options. So what is the plan? In video 1 we are going to install a Fedora 23 server on a virtual machine. In video 2 we are going to configure this virtual machine to make a functional router firewall. And in video 3 we will go into more detail on the configuration of this router firewall. The context of this router firewall is two networks: the default network, which is the host network, which we call the host zone, and on the right hand side we have our green zone, specifically the green_P1 network. So this virtual machine will receive two interfaces and will be the router between these two networks. So this is the context in which the dunsr1 router functions. In the install video we are going to install Fedora 23 server, but we want to keep the resources as small as possible. So our resource specifications are noted down here. In total we don't want to use more than 2000 megabyte of storage, divided over 200 megabyte storage on boot, 128 megabyte on swap, and the remainder for the root file system. And the amount of memory used on this virtual machine is going to be 256 megabyte. Okay, the dunsr1 router depicted in this picture shows it will have this IP address 192.168.122.2 on the left hand side. This will be bound on the network interface card ENS3, and on the right hand side it will get the 10.1.0.2 IP address configured on the network interface card ENS4. So in the install video we will make sure that this is the machine we end up with. Next we need to configure the firewall router, and that's going to be shown in the configure video. So what we want to end up doing is to allow ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, and Secure Shell from the default network or the host zone via the router to the green zone. So this traffic will allow us to reach from this IP address on the HTPC machine, the dunsp1 machine. This arrow depicts the kind of protocol traffic, and basically it shows from where this connection is initiated, and of course the returning traffic will be allowed. On the green arrow, the protocol traffic is originated from the green zone, and basically we allow all traffic coming from this zone towards the host zone, so towards the default network. At the end of this video we will have a functioning router which enables these requirements. Okay, since we do a lot of configuration, we will have a third video that explains exactly what is configured, and we will start by doing so with measuring the traffic that is going through our iptables. We are going to show the effect of the firewalld on the iptables configuration, and we will show the direct options, why we need to use the specific direct options that we have configured. Okay, so this is the end of the introduction video. Hopefully you will enjoy the other videos.